So this is the first time I've ever gone live on this channel. So if you can just like say hi and let me know that you're here. Today I'm going to show you my garden and what I'm doing differently in my garden this year. Some of the things I'm doing the same. Last year I did what's it called? A lasagna garden. But it ended up having a ton of weeds. And I don't like weeding. I don't think anybody does. So this year I'm doing a couple of different things. This, by the way, is not a Stanley cup. It is a Five Below cup, and it works. It holds water just as good as any other cup. All right. So some of the things I'm doing the same. Some of the things I'm doing differently, and I'm going to show you. So I started off by doing landscaping fabric. This is my boyfriend's idea. I've never used it before. When you do landscaping fabric, here's a piece that I didn't pick up yet. Make sure that I don't have these littering the ground here. But you're actually going to burn this. This is a woven fabric, and the water can get through, but the weeds cannot. You need to make sure that you have a woven fabric so that you're still able to get water in it. And you're going to take a torch and burn the holes out where you're going to put your plants. It's really important because it is woven. If you cut it, it's going to unravel, so you have to burn it. I know a lot of the places when you buy it, like if you get it from Amazon, it's going to tell you to cut it. Don't do that because it's just going to unravel. So let's see here. It's hot outside. I'm loving it, but it's still hot. So you can still see I have part of my pallet fence here. We got to get new pallets because we use them for other things, but we're going to do another pallet fence around here because that was pretty awesome last year. It kept all the deer out. We didn't have any problems with anything getting in except for the occasional escapee chicken coming in and eating tomatoes. So we're going to do the pallet fence again this year. Let's see if you can see them. These are bags of tomatoes, or potatoes, and I'm going to do a whole video on like how you do this. But basically, you just use old feed bags, and you can grow your bags, or you can grow your potatoes in the feed bags. And then when it's all said and done, all you do is dump it out into the garden, and you're going to pick out the potatoes. So that way you don't have to till and like really just be digging up potatoes. You literally just have to dump the bag. And if this is like old news for anybody, that's fine. That's something that I've done for years. I just use feed bags. So it's like goat feed, chicken feed, cracked corn, whatever I've got for feed bags. Let's switch over here. You don't need to see my face here. So the garden tends to come up with the wind. We plant things in there. So I've got cinder blocks and stuff on there. And some of these my chickens have gotten to before I fix their coop. But I have a sprinkler in there, and then I have tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, all of that over here. And if you're popping in, come say hi. Over here, I've got them labeled on the inside. I have my mint. So that's mint and that's lemon mint. And I have that kind of holding it down with the cinder blocks and the garden stakes. And I am going to eventually get more potted herbs like that I don't want spreading all over my lawn. But I figured that I'd put them in a potted plant so that I could still have my herbs without especially mint, because mint takes over. Okay, and then over here, let's see, buy your Girl Scout cookies. These are old boxes. We started to till this, and then our tractor broke. So we didn't really finish tilling, and we were going to say, whatever, forget about it. But instead, I'm still going to use, because I was going to do a Three Sisters garden here, but I can't because it's not tilled. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm laying cardboard down, and then I'm going to come and get like all of the old goat bedding and lay it down on top. I'm going to do my squash in the goat bedding. And I've done this before. It works really, really well. Just basically like growing your squashes in manure piles. That way it's away from my garden over here. It's away from this garden, but I can still have it, and it's going to prep the bed for next year. so that I have that. I still have to put down the stakes for the tomato plants so that they can climb up on something. I have la 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 la. So all these little holes right here, these are green beans. I labeled this with fabric paint, like a fabric paint marker. And actually, that one is a silver Sharpie. Some of them I did use fabric paint marker though. And those are all going to be bean plants. And then I have from the old garden, this was one of my tomato vines here. And I'm going to just put down old goat bedding to mulch over these to keep down on the weeds here. And then we will trellis the tomatoes as they grow up over here. And then I have something else that I'm doing that's a little bit different. I have an escapee goat. Anybody want to see a baby goat? By the way, if you're not subscribed, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. So I would really, really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe. Because I'm so close. I'm so close. All right. So then the other thing that I'm doing is kind of a mess over here, but I'm also taking old bedding and I'm laying it out on the side of the fence here. And we're going to be growing pumpkins over here. Pumpkins take up a lot of space. And I figure if I do it around my pasture, the goats won't, the goats usually stick their head through, which they haven't been doing over here. Usually they'll stick their head through and chow down on the weeds that are over here. But I'm just taking a whole bunch of compost, or pre-compost stuff, I guess, and layering it down. I'm going to put it all the way around the pasture fence, or as far as I can go. And then that way we will have a ton of pumpkins out of the way. So we'll do pumpkins and squash back there. We'll do some melons in front of the garden next year. We will do Three Sisters where we're doing the melons to prepare. Where are my babies here? I'm going to show baby go. I've never gone live. Okay, this is the first time I've gone live on this channel. I have another YouTube channel that has nothing to do with gardening or goats or anything like that. I have never gone live vertically, like on my phone this way. It's never happened before. So I don't know if I can see comments somehow. Let me see here. If anybody knows, what's that? Highlight saved to your channel as an unlisted video up to the last 5 minutes of your stream. Okay. I don't know if I can see comments until after I'm done this way. I've never done it. Oh, what's this thing? No, that's a chat filter. Somebody leave a comment so I can see it. All right. Yeah, so then eventually we're going to put the pallet wall up again. And that's it. Well, we're going to have next year this cardboard, and here, I'll flip it back around. If you're watching, leave me a comment so I can see if I can see comments, because this is really weird. Okay. Next year, all this cardboard, we're going to bring the cardboard. You can kind of see, let's see here. Out to there is where our garden was supposed to be, but then the tiller broke. So I need to have enough cardboard to go all the way out there. That's going to be pumpkins, or not pumpkins, it's going to be squash and melons. The rest of the squash and melons are going to go in the back. And this will prepare this garden bed for next year, when we do our Three Sisters garden that I have been dying to do. I've wanted to do a Three Sisters garden for years and I never have. So while we're out here, I'm going to show you my my stalker. Come here. Come here. No, 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 no. This is Thomas. He is a pain in the butt. It's mating season, and we have a turkey hen, but he's not interested in her. He's interested in me. So if I sit down, he comes over and he harasses me. He struts around me, right? Got your nose. He struts around me, and he will try to bump and grind on my knee, and he follows me all over the place. And I keep trying to tell him that I'm not his girlfriend. But when I tell him that, he just stomps his feet and throws a temper tantrum. So I'm not really okay with it. I want him to be Thanksgiving dinner. My boyfriend does not. He is a really good, I guess, livestock guardian and property guardian, especially to men because he hates men. So whenever guys come around, he goes into attack mode. And my goats are out again. The babies are a pain in my butt. So, and then we have, I'm just going to show you a couple other things. Somebody leave a comment. I have no idea if I can see comments. I've never done this before on my phone. I'm going to have to go afterwards if I can't see a comment. So if anyone's leaving comments, I can't see them. I don't like that because what is the point of going live if I can't talk to you? So then we have Butters, Butterball. She is supposed to be Thomas's girlfriend, but Thomas is more interested in me. So she goes broody, and when she goes broody, she sits on unfertilized eggs of her own. So she's a really good mom. She's raised chickens, she's raised ducks before. She just can't have her own because broad-breasted turkeys, I didn't know this actually, but broad-breasted turkeys cannot mate naturally. They have to be artificially done. So I basically have just two large turkey pets. One is a guardian and the other is an incubator. Right now, she is actually incubating. She's got some duck eggs underneath her. So she's going to be a mom. I think we're looking at we probably have about 8 days left on that. So she's sitting on those eggs. And then I've got another clutch of eggs that I found in the goat barn. I'll show you these too. I'm probably going to be jumped on if I come in here. Oh, I'm not going to be able to show you. I don't have a flash on this thing. Okay, let's see if I can show you. Maybe. Oh, you can't see it. Well, in that corner, I assure you, there are 18 Muscovy duck eggs. So we have another clutch of Muscovy ducks that we're going to have soon too. Muscovy ducks, I did a whole video on this if you want to go check it out. It's amazing. Muscovy ducks are so cool. They don't taste like regular duck meat. They're actually a red meat and they taste like steak. And they multiply like rats. So they're actually a pest in some areas of the world, but it's a really good way to get like a nice, lean, healthy, delicious, cheap steak that keeps like multiplying. So my ducks I have in the chicken coop, but I don't have them. I'm not putting the hens that have gotten out, I'm not putting them back because I don't know who's sitting on that. So that is my garden. We will be putting up another pallet fence here soon. This was my pallet fence from last year. We started to take it down because I need pallets for other things. And I guess while I'm out here, I can show you the pigs too. They like to say hello. So I'll show you my pigs. Okay. Oh my goodness, you are muddy. Can I say hello? I, I'm not. Okay, normally, I'll give you a news. Hey, okay, normally I give nose boops, but they they have gotten themselves pretty messy here. We're raising pigs. This is our second year raising pigs. I hate pigs, or at least I used to hate pigs. And then I got some Idaho pasture pigs last year. Absolutely fell in love with them. The meat was so good. We raised one and we sold one. This year I'm doing 3 Idaho pasture pigs, and then 2 Mangalitsa mixes. So these guys are Mangalitsa mix, but they're basically, I'm about to get pig poop all over me. She's about to, she, he, she. I had to look at the color, but they're covered in mud and I couldn't tell. She's about to jump all over me. This little piglet here. And for those of you who say you need to have electric fence, this is our second year doing it. Last year we had absolutely no problems just using pallets for fence. So we'll keep an eye on it because these Mangalitsa mixes, they will be a little bit bigger and they might be a little tougher on the fence. And then this year we have 5, so we're keeping 1. We're selling 3, like selling the meat, not selling the pigs. And then I have a barter that I'm doing for another one for a quail setup. So I'm really excited about that. I love bartering. Gotten a lot of cool things, done a lot of cool trades before. So let me know. Let me know if you've ever bartered something. What's the coolest barter you've ever done or gotten? And yeah, I just wanted to come on live really quick and show you all of that. And subscribe for more. Let me know if you want to see like any more in depth of anything. And I'm gonna have to go back and look at comments because apparently I cannot see comments while I am live, which is so weird because it seems like you should be able to see comments while you're live. Like that's the whole intent, that's the whole purpose of going live is to like, you know, and my baby goats went over to my neighbor's house, so I gotta walk over here and grab them because they're a nuisance when they do this. They don't get out all the time, but sometimes they do. And then I get yelled at by the neighbors. Like, hey, what's over here? Just these two. Just these two. These are my newest ones. They are purebred Nigerian dwarfs. They are twins. Oh, Thunder and Lightning, the queens of chaos. Yeah. So, this is Thunder. Lightning should be following us because I've got Thunder in my hands. They're called Thunder and Lightning because they're very, very fast and very, very loud. Well, I couldn't catch Lightning when I first got them. Actually, when I first got them, I put them in my car. I put Lightning in my car first. Closed the hatch. Came over. Grabbed Thunder. They didn't have names yet. Grabbed Thunder. Put Thunder in my car. And my car didn't have a goat in it. She had found a window that the kids had left open and jumped out the window. Yeah, your sister's a pain, right? Thunder's louder, lightning's faster. So they are registered. We're switching to an all-registered herd. So these are my little registered does. Yes. I have one non-registered that is, she's pregnant and she's due to kid on my birthday on July 25th. So that's really exciting. I'm surprised that Lightning didn't follow me. Usually if I grab her sister, she has to run. Let's see here. Excuse me. Excuse me, little girl. I think I'm going to do that today too. I'm going to fix the fencing hole. Ah, that's a raspberry bush and that hurt. Yikes, ouch. I'm going to fix the fencing hole that they keep escaping from so they don't, yeah. Oh, so they don't do that anymore. Isn't she a doll? I love baby goats. She hears her sister and she's like, what's going on? So, let's see. Garden, Muscovy ducks under a turkey. Muscovy ducks getting ready to be born. Baby goats, baby pigs. Potatoes in a bag. If there's anything else you want to see more of, let me know. And I would be happy to oblige. Oh, and my turkey. My stalker that harasses me and thinks that we're dating, even though we're not. All right, I'm going to check off of here. This is kind of weird that I can't see any comments, and I feel like I have some. So I will see you guys all later. Make sure you hit subscribe And you can go and check out any of my other videos because I do have other videos up about some of those things. If you don't know what a Muscovy duck is, actually, I'm going to show you that. They're weird looking things. I got a whole video on this too, which I'm trying to increase my watch time. So if you want to go watch that, I would love it. But this is a Muscovy duck. They're weird looking. And they're so cool. See if I can make noise. No. Okay. So they like hiss. Kind of like a hissy pant noise. And they taste like steak. And they like have like 100 babies a year. So it's like steak seeds that just pop up like weeds. They're so good. Alrighty. So I will see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in and watching the garden. And thank you for coming to my very first live, even though I can't see what you're saying. All right. Bye, guys.